Good afternoon. My name is Stacy Haney, and I'm here today to bring you a short update about the recently concluded session of the Virginia General Assembly. The budget bill that was adopted, which amends the biennial budget that was passed last year, includes an additional 2% teacher pay raise that will go into effect September 1. This is on top of the 3% teacher pay raise that was approved last year. The budget also includes an additional $34.7 million in supplemental per pupil lottery allocation and an additional $24.9 million in at-risk add-on funds over the biennium. The budget also includes $12 million for additional school counselor positions. Speaking of school counselors, in addition to reducing the student-to-counselor ratio, there was also legislation that requires that school counselors spend 80% of their time counseling students. There were also a number of bills that passed related to school safety. These bills will increase training requirements for school resource officers, require training on school safety procedures for all staff and students, and require that MOUs be adopted between local school boards and local law enforcement agencies. And that's only a small sample of the successful school safety legislation. Another important piece of legislation that passed this year was the bill to eliminate the requirement that all schools start after Labor Day. Under this legislation, school boards that currently have waivers will keep those waivers and will still be able to start prior to Labor Day. But for all the school boards that do not currently have waivers, under this legislation, those school boards will be permitted to start up to 14 days before Labor Day. If you choose to start before Labor Day, you will have to take the Friday before Labor Day as a holiday. Now, this is not the full repeal of the King's Dominion law that we had hoped for, but it is a significant step forward in allowing local school boards the flexibility to set their school calendars. As I close out today, I would like to thank all of our members who participated during session and throughout the year to advocate on behalf of public education. Your voices do make a difference in what happens here in Richmond, so keep it up. And finally, we will be posting more updates about legislation that passed and about any amendments or vetoes that the governor may send down. So be sure to check out our legislative update blog, which can be found at vsbalegislativeupdate.blogspot.com.